people wanted us to be live. A lot of people didn't. Beautiful people. The best. Believe it.
Do you need something else?
I always need something else in my thing. Whoa, that was weird. A lot of people. 5 by 5. There we go. That's a good one. A lot of people said we couldn't make first aid gear. We made it. We're going to talk about the news. My 8-year-old daughter watched y'all's First Stop the Bleed webinar with me. I lost that comment. I've got her applying TQs with me in less than 25 seconds. That is awesome. Iridium Group is in the chat. One of the main reasons we're going to take Canada over is Iridium Group. One of the best snowbirds. Believe it. Yeah, you can take that your kid hunting with you if they can get a tourniquet on in friggin' 35 seconds. Good morning. Shalom. Hello. 5 by 5. Had to restart it. Tuna's here. Cal with Refuge is here. Agent 00 Derek. Jessica Powell. John Smith. Grumpy Panda. What's up, you beautiful people? It's the B-Riz. Check it out.
Hey.
There she is. Here in the flesh. We got a lot of good stuff we're going to talk about for this Refuge Report. Obviously, like and share the show. Like and share the show. YouTube is already trying to get us not to talk about the attack in New York. Very good. Very best people coming in from the southern border. A lot of good people. Robert Bates said, Brittany, tourniquet, left leg.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. She's trying to build Bearfax. Run! She's running right now.
No.
She doesn't have a tourniquet on her. Wow. Wow, you just put her job at stake.
We just lost like 7
I got off the X though.
viewers.
She got off the X. Give Terry 5 stars. He can make a $10 warthog noise with sew machine. That's true. He can make a 10 warthog noises. I understand now.
Ta-da.
Boom. Tourniquet's on. Believe it. Much tourniquet. Very applied.
It's not in my pocket.
That's smart.
In her defense, it was in her bag, which is usually on her. Oh. You guys have a desk drawer tourniquet? You should have a desk drawer tourniquet. If you don't, what are you doing? Yeah, so we'll give it a couple seconds because the live stream was getting messed up. YouTube doesn't want us talking about what's going on in the world right now. A lot of interesting things are happening. Obviously, it's the season for the reason, or the reason for the season. I forget how they say it. But it's Christmas time. There's a lot of holiday celebrations that are happening right now. There's already been an attack. Apparently a car, just a car, no one was driving it, but a car drove into a Christmas festival in Germany. Individual with very specific political beliefs was driving the vehicle. So, you know. Hey, Bob, I saw Britt's video about being safe. Is it possible to request our phone number not be placed on shipping labels? I think they have to do that for UPS, so that UPS can call you. So, yeah, sorry about that. Not my protocol there.
Let me look into see if it's mandatory. It might be one of those like
Voluntary.
They could take the number off.
Can I have your hat? You cannot have my hat. It's the only hat like it. I'm actually trying to... Hats are like a cursed thing at Refuge. We've tried to make hats like 65 times, and it always turns into a big thing of contention and all this stuff. So we're trying to figure it out. No worries. Thanks for answering. Absolutely. Rick is in the house. Creamy peanut butter is the best. Believe it. It's tremendous. I don't care. It is what it is. 5 by 5? Question mark. Yeah. Home sweet farm. You're 5 by 5. Oh, that's a good point, Alvin Smith. You got to put a phone number in there, but I just put random numbers like 0000000, which is super cool when I'm trying to call you about your order. Good afternoon, everyone. How do I leave a Google review? Can I do it on YouTube? You cannot do it on YouTube, but if you go to Google and you search Refuge Medical, we pop up, and in that, there's like a little leave a review thing. I can see if I can pull it up for you. Stand by.
Not right this minute, but add it to your list. He's gonna look into it. He said it. He doesn't think it's mandatory. This tourniquet's feeling great.
Tourniquet's feeling great. You're just walking around still alive. What are you eating?
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken. Okay, so I'm on a search engine right now. So on that search engine, I type in Refuge Medical. But you spell it right. That's the main thing.
It's not Refuge Medical.
Definitely crunchy. Is Sharp Tactical on the crunchy team? Team Crunchy?
First, you have to go to Google. Then you type Refuge Medical. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go on the right-hand side. I don't know if you can see it. On the right-hand side over here, it has Refuge Medical Training, right? So there's pictures, there's the store, you can see the reviews, but under it you have reviews, right? So next to reviews it says write a review, add a photo, view all reviews. So you go to write a review, it pops up, and you put how many stars, 5 stars, and then you write your review right there. So if you can see that. So if you guys didn't see the bear show this morning, if anybody leaves a review for Jen and Terry in the sew shop, for every star that they get $1. So you can bless them right now in this season. So Jen and Terry, who run this, are part of the sew shop over there. Jen does a lot of the lead manufacturing. Terry does a lot of the cut work. And so if you leave a review for them, they get $1 for every star that they get. So you give them 5 stars, they get $5. You give them 1 star, they get $1, right? So pretty dang cool over there. It's just a cool way that we're trying to support our people and give them kind of a reward for, you know, what they do for the shop. So share a Google review and get $1 per star. Absolutely. So they get the $1. You guys don't get the $1. They get $1. And it's a cool way to reward our people that work so hard for y'all and kind of see, you know, hey, what are they doing? Bob, I got 2 of those wool blankets, 20 mile per hour winds, cold day last week. I was super comfy wrapped in them. Those wool blankets are gangster. They are so good. All of the Arcturus stuff is really, really good, to be honest. It's pretty awesome. Is there 2 E's in Refuge Medical? No, there's 1 E in Refuge Medical. Refugee Medical, I don't think exists. It shouldn't. Refuge Medical is where I go. It's very smart. Sharp Tactical LLC. Okay, guys, we're going to get into the news a little bit. So we're going to continue on talking about what happened in Germany. Guys, the intelligence agencies have already put out warnings to a lot of the different workers and employees, have put them at a heightened status. And with that, they're telling them that there's a high likelihood of terroristic attacks during this current season, that being the holiday season. So we've already seen that happen in Germany. We just watched what happened in the New York subway. So if you're not familiar with what happened in the New York subway, there was a woman who was asleep on the New York subway. A undocumented immigrant who came in illegally through the southern border, walked up to that woman, poured fuel on her, lit her on fire, and killed her on the subway. Watched her burn to death. That happened. That is not a scene inside of a Batman movie, although it could be. It is literally like Batman out here. It is Gotham City actual. People are literally burning other people to death. That's crazy. So I know it sounds like hyperbole when I say, like, hey, you should have a first aid kit, and that should have burn capability, and that should have, you know, tourniquet and wound dressing and all this different stuff. I'm not being crazy, guys. It's actually pretty dang important. So, hey, somehow I'm chat banned on Bear Independent, changed from Thunder Chicken Ranch to this ID. I have no idea why you got chat banned. That's probably between the mods on that channel. Sometimes people, you know, accidentally hit the wrong name. Sometimes they don't because someone says something and, you know, it's just like, oh, ban that guy. So it does happen. You know, you can always petition and email in. Be like, hey, can you unban me? I don't know why I got banned, but I'm sorry if I did something wrong. Can you unban me so I can participate in the chat? That's usually the easiest way to do it. Sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't. You know, it'll happen. Depends on what you said. If you were saying something crazy, bro, you got the old man hammer, got smoked, right? So with that, we should all be actively preparing. I want to know from you guys, what are you carrying on your EDC right now that gives you medical capability in case an emergency does happen? Something like what happened in Germany. There was 9 people dead. I think it was like 80 something people were injured. A lot of them were critically injured. We just saw in a Christmas parade a police officer just lost control of his motorcycle, went into the crowd. A life was saved with a tourniquet, which is pretty cool. What did that say? Right arm? TQ right arm, 100%. Got it. We're good to go. We're here. Believe it. The best TQ. Tremendous.
Is he putting his TQ on his right?
Yeah, are you putting your TQ on your right arm? Ooh. I want to know what love is. There we go. Ooh, that was a tight one. Belt kit, extra TQ on belt, 2 more in cargo pocket. Very cool. Think about your like support items too, guys. Like, it's really good to have a bunch of TQs. I carry multiple TQs on me, but having, you know, a little, like some sort of occlusive dressing or a burn dressing, having some extra gauze, a little bit of boo-boo capability. Like, remember, the world's not always like just gunshots and everything like that. Shout out to my wool Realtree socks right now. Whew, that sucker is tight. 1 TQ back pocket, bare fac attached to a sling bag, 2 extra TQs in sling bag. Very good. That is a freaking good EDC. All things being equal, the Bearman pouch with whatever internals are appropriate for the individual makes an excellent EDC option. I would agree. For my EDC, obviously I'm carrying the ankle kit, but I do switch to the slick kit sometimes, and I just add a little bit of capability. So the slick kit's great because of how compact it is. You can see how skinny that is. You have your chest seals, you have some combat gauze, some gloves, flat ETD or compression wrap, and then you have some flat duct tape. I can take this, I can fold it up, and I can throw it in the back pocket. I'm trying not to just show you guys my butt, but throw it in the back pocket super easily. Bada boom, bada bang. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I love this slick kit. These guys are great, and they're also really inexpensive. We have a lot of law enforcement officers that are starting to carry this. This is kind of going in their duty vest right here. Really easy. Boom, rip it, and you can get access to whatever gear. Because you have your hemostatic gauze, you have your flat ETD, you have some gloves, you have chest seals, you have duct tape, all that stuff. Radio to tell dispatch to yell at EMS to hurry the fuck up. Yeah, I mean, that might work, it might not work. But the slick kit is kind of a W for me. I like the slick kit quite a bit. All right, we're definitely working. You can see the color difference here. Whew, good grief. Oh, good night. Good Lord. Pot kit plus soft tee and cargo pocket. Then add an ankle kit when I go out. Pretty good. That's a pretty good EDC right there. You know, and I try not to get like too lost in the sauce, guys. Like, I'm not carrying a stomp bag on me every day. I carry med gear in my truck for sure, but you know, when it comes to my EDC, I'm trying to carry like what will I need and trying to think like that versus, you know, it's easy to get into the fantasy of it all. I'm gonna carry 9 Glock 19 magazines. It's like, I'm not gonna do that because I'm a human being who I like to present pretty plainly. Like, your outward presentation's a big deal, right? So a lot of times, like, I just have a flannel on. I'm pretty low. I try to stay low vis. So that way, if I'm in a crowd, I'm kind of not getting picked out or anything like that. Stay a little bit under the radar. I don't want to, so Mike always wherever Mike is, he's always wearing like 5'11" pants, and he's got all that gear. And that's awesome because he looks freaking dope. But that's just not my presentation. I like to stay a little bit more under the radar, you know, kind of just float a little bit. Mike is also, you know, a paramedic, and so he's always got like trauma shears on him and stuff like that. I mean, he looks, his pants, one of the pairs he was wearing last week were hot. I I don't know. I don't remember who made them, but they were super sick. UF Pro. Yeah, that's what it was. Slick kit and pot kit with extra TQs for the kiddos and DIY boo-boo in the diaper bag and adventure kit in the car. Yeah, Cal's got it set up. Yeah, and you guys just got to think, like, what's your presentation, what's your use case, who you traveling with, right? So I'm going to carry some extra gear if I'm going to the Christmas parade, right? Or if I'm going to the Hanukkah parade, or if I'm going to a New Year's party. I'm going to carry just like a little bit of extra gear on me because, you know, usually bad guys seek out opportunities to have multiple casualties. So just be smart about that. Pay attention, right? We're not going to like fall into freaking, you know, this routine where we're not thinking about what type of med gear we have on us. It should be a actual decision. We're like cognizantly making this decision. Like when I put a firearm on in the morning, I'm checking my chamber. I'm making sure like, okay, this is good, right? Shoom, good to go, right? I'm checking my magazine. Okay, that's good. That's a cognizant decision, right? We're not just like, I'm gonna grab my, like, because the one day that you need it is the day you didn't check your chamber, you didn't check your magazine, and it was an empty magazine, or it only had 5 rounds in it, so it looked full. It's like, hey, take a moment, examine your equipment, make sure it's functional, that it's good, right? Be purposeful with what you do. Don't just put stuff in places, because that's the illusion of capability, right? I just opened my box from Refuge last night. Loved all the stuff. I bought my family emergency blankets, car window breaker, Band-Aids, and a tourniquet. I feel great about my purchases, and thank you, Refuge. Absolutely. Access Humboldt, unincorporated. Dude, it's an honor. It really is an honor. Suggestion for kits. Sudicon wipes for mace, pepper spray, bear spray, kind of specific. But if you need it, not much else will take its place. Milk works really good. Ask me how I know. And the kits and TQs are in outside pockets for easy access, so I don't have to search through my bag for them in a stressful situation. That's a huge thing, right? Having your gear staged how you know it. So you guys don't really need to be familiar with how my gear is staged because we're not on a team together and you're not me, okay? But my gear is staged in a specific way, right? So my wife knows how it's staged. The guys I work with knows how it's staged, and they're familiar with it. But it's staged, it's ready to go, so it can be quickly deployed. So it's not taking me a minute, 2 minutes to get my stuff out. Rather, I can deploy it rapidly, get it good to go, right? And then be familiar with your people's stuff. Like if your wife carries gear, know how your wife carries gear. If your husband carries gear, know how your husband carries gear. Vice versa, right? So it's always, but it's being purposeful, right? Like you would check your optic in whatever light you're dealing with when you walk out the door, because it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna put it on this setting. Like, okay, cool. All right. Be cognizant, be purposeful in what you're doing, guys. Don't just do stuff. Don't throw crap against the wall and hope that it sticks, right? Rather, just be purposeful about what gear you're carrying, because if you are at, the parade or whatever, like we're seeing right now, or somebody does light an individual on fire in front of you, what the crap, then we're able to respond a little bit better. How quickly should I receive my digital gift card after I place my order today? I'm trying to get the KI pills and a blanket. That's a great question. How soon will he receive his digital gift card? It should be within the same hour, okay? A bunch of you guys are probably wondering, we are going to do a giveaway today. Everybody who spends $50 in the store is going to get entered in to win. And you're probably like, Bob, I don't know, man. What am I going to win? Oh, dude, don't worry. We have the emergency childbirth manual, right? Very, very good. We got some KIO3. I have a trail set. And then I also am going to give away a actual essential responder package. So that's $1,500 worth of training. You can come out and train on my dime, right? Essential responder, the 1, 2, and 3. That's in April, right? So the essential responder goes through the totality of the March-E algorithm, as well as you have in-depth scenarios in react to contact, in-depth scenarios in motor vehicle accidents, in-depth scenarios in, shoot, no shoot stress situations, all of that, right? Somebody said I spent $1,000 last night, still no gift card. Check your spam and reach out to admin if you haven't gotten it, right? So anybody who spends $50 in the store during the live stream, right? And I'll even say every $50 you spend is an entry. So if you spend 200 bucks or, 250 bucks, you buy an SOB, right? So if you buy an SOB, you'll get 5 entries to win the essential responder, right? Or you can get the emergency childbirth manual. You can have the trail set, and this is a great little first aid kit. You have your adventure wipes, your boo-boo wipes, hydrocortisone, a bunch of Band-Aids, gauze wraps. This is chocked full of goodies for your everyday adventures, or the KIO3. So we got 4 things that are going up, right, as we go through the show today, knowing that you guys now have the opportunity to win a $1,500 training, right? The full essential responder package. 2 10-hour days of intensive training, the second day being pretty dang intense. We've had 70-year-olds do it. I've had 15-year-olds do it, and they've all been super successful. We tailor it to your physical capability, so that way everybody can do it, and it's hands-on, actual scenario-based training. It is amazing. It is absolutely really good, right? Man, I would love to have that. You can do it. You can do it. 50 bucks in the store, get you entered every 50 bucks, right? I have the trail set. It's nice. There you go. Rick has seen the trail set. He knows what's popping. So it's very, very cool. So as we continue on with the news today, I do want to ask you guys, what are you guys most concerned about right now for 2025 when it comes to threats to you? Because that's what we want to see. That's what we want to be able to focus on. So we're tailoring it to you guys. Somebody asked a question. Was on patrol Friday, responded to an unconscious male. He was not breathing and unresponsive. Noticed my burnt tinfoil. Pulled out Narcan out of my ankle kit. He started breathing till EMS arrived. Yeah, so we can't do that. I wish we could. I really want to. But we currently can't sell Narcan. We've tried to multiple times. I carry Narcan on me all the time. Always got to have that Narcan on you. Bob, you give off solid contractor vibes no matter what you're wearing. Might as well accept that you'll never be super low vis to those who have eyes. Yeah, but I'm not high. I would see you in the crowd, Ed, and I'd go, and he'd be like, and we'd see each other, right? To majority of dudes, it's the beard. I think I'm gonna shave my beard. I was just talking to the girls about this. It's like I think I'm gonna shave my beard, just have a mustache. But I think my wife would punch me. Yeah, the cop look. I'll go classic cop. That guy's not a cop. Has beautiful mustache. He's absolutely a cop. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm an adult film artist, is what it is. That's what I just say. Nobody admits to that, right? My biggest concern is economy tanking and hurricanes. That's really interesting. Most concerned about reactions to events occurring in January and then the continuation of existing world wars. Yeah, so that's definitely it. Lamppost said, don't you dare shave that beard. Definitely a cop. Don't hide Sharp Tactical LLC. No, he already got banned on Bear Independent unintentionally. My most concern is insurgents rolling up on the homestead. That's a valid concern. Check my comment above. Blade Smith. Oh no, don't do that. What did Blade Smith say? Hey Bob, quick update on my brother with the foot injury I sent you pics of. He is getting it amputated today. Man, that stinks. I was hoping that plastics would be able to work some stuff out for him. That's a pretty serious injury. NDs, man, they're crazy. Blade Smith's brother had a accidental discharge into his own leg. His foot more specifically, and it's pretty gruesome. Like, we didn't even share the pictures. Just because, dude, it's pretty rough. But guns are no joke, man. They are actually really good at putting holes in things. So, something to be aware of. We'll continue to pray for him. Paladin 1 asks, can we buy a bunch of whistles? Absolutely. Just hit us in the chat. We'll hook you up. Please let people know if there's a high likelihood if they're allergic to jellyfish that they may be allergic to that medication. Get an allergy test before you use it. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, It's iodide, right? So anybody who has an iodine or iodate or iodide allergy, like, you should be aware of that. You guys should always pay attention to anything you're putting in your body and what it contains, right? So don't eat Oreos because they're bad, but more importantly, just pay attention to what's in anything that's going in your mouth or in your body in any ways, whether it's injected, inhaled, whatever. Just pay attention to ingredients. So that's very important. My most concern is those insurgents. So we already read that. What's wrong with looking like a contractor? Very gray man to appear like you just came off a job site now. He's talking about a different type of contractor. He's not talking about a construction contractor. He's talking about a contractor that would work in the security field, like a private contractor. It's a different world. I also have the eye injury and road rash sets. They're awesome too. Most concerned for my pregnant wife with twins. Thankful God is in control and Orange Man is in office. Hopefully the economy will get better. Elijah, man, dude, as a guy with a wife and kids, like, know that the Lord has set you in this day for a reason, man. What a blessing. That quote, what an awesome, it's better to raise dragon slayers in a time of actual dragons. So like raising up men and women for the Christ, for the Most High Messiah in a time where it's needed is so very cool. It's what an honor. What an honor. No, you did not get chat banned. Keep a bear fac in the truck along with more medical. My get home bags, SIG 365, 2 mags, and a TQ pocket knife. I'm going to be buying an ankle kit once I get paid Friday. That is awesome. Biggest concern is the spouse adding to the honey to-do list to find more time. That's hilarious. I will not look like a 14-year-old. Just ordered Field Medic kit. That is awesome. Home Sweet Farm. What an awesome kit. The Field Medic is gangster. Do we have a Field Medic somewhere?
On the table.
So there's a huge sale right now. You get a bunch of money off on the Field Medic, the Stomp Bag, I think the Crash. They're all really good kits. The Ox kit. So I'll give you guys a whole rundown on the Field Medic here, because this is a super good kit. And this would probably, like, so whoever just ordered that Field Medic has a high likelihood of winning right now the essential responder, because it's every $50 you spend gets you entered into win, right? So we'll take a look at the Field Medic, right? So every $50 gets you entered into win. So this is a quick gander at the Field Medic. It comes in these awesome Lightning X bags. These are super comfortable. Very, very good bags. We've worked a lot to get really good bags. We're struggling to find great bags that are made in America. These are near-shored bags. So on the outside, you have a tourniquet right here. We also have an additional soft tee in the outer pocket. You guys could easily stage both those TQs right there. It's up to you, right? You guys got to personalize your gear. On the other side, you have shears, another TQ right there. You could easily stage it on the outside, no problem, right? Or you could stage it on the front. It's up to you, dealer's choice, right? This is nice because there's a little pocket in here. So this like opens up. You could put a blanket, a survival blanket, an Arcturus blanket. This is missing things?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been told that this is missing things, but that's okay. So when we dive into this, right up front, you have like some stuff you might need quickly. So your Band-Aids, OTC meds, blast bandage. This is a huge emergency trauma dressing, which is really, really good. Wraps up. It's huge. Like, it covers a whole blast radius. An Oleus bandage. These are really cool because it's not just an ETD. It's also wound packing gauze, an eye shield, and an occlusive dressing, right? Then you have some S-Mark bandages in the back there. Very cool. And that's all like, oh man, I need this quickly. So it's on the outside, right? Like, I can access that really quickly, and it's easy. Inside here, you got your gloves. You got some splinter out right there. We also have a TCCC card, eye exam, Sharpie, decompression needle. It's just admin stuff that you might need or you need quickly. That gloves is a huge one, right? Like, having quick access to your gloves. That's a big deal. I would even probably put gloves on the outside, but that's just me personally. It depends on how you carried it too. If it's outside all the time, probably not the best to carry gloves right there. This is what would be really helpful, really, really useful when like a bad accident happens or even something like that freaking the crash in Germany, right? So 9 people are dead. You got 80 people that are injured. You can work a lot of problems out of this bag. Are you gonna be able to render aid to 80 people? No. Majority of professional agencies aren't gonna be able to handle that. That's why it's so important that we start empowering one another to carry gear, so that way if an emergency does happen, you know, we're not like, oh man, we didn't have enough tourniquets. Everybody had tourniquets, or everybody had gauze, or everybody had seals, and everybody had this capability, right? Huge deal. Just finished the book TJ recommended, Epidemic, America's Trade in Child Rape. Never had a book make me angry before. A must read for anyone interested in protecting children and opening eyes. Yeah, it's a rough book. My biggest concern is choking, TBH, with reference to my EDC, myself or others. I have a dechoker, but I don't EDC it because it's massive. Yeah, I usually, like, in the vehicle is pretty successful EDC for the dechoker, because usually you're gonna have time depending on where you are, but if you have like a diaper bag or something like that, also learn the Heimlich, learn the Heimlich maneuver, understand the physiology behind working the diaphragm to push air back out, right? Yes, it's awesome having that plunger and having that you know, negative pressure to pull something out of your windpipe, but at the same time, that's what the Heimlich's doing, right? So pushing yourself into it to work that diaphragm, expelling that air out, it's gonna be a big deal. So I totally understand that. This would take a dechoker really easily. This would take a dechoker super easily. So opening up your main pouch. So one of the things that I really like about this bag is how organized it is. There's all your pouches, right? So you have like OTC medication and some wipes or cleaning. You have a basic vitals set and your first aid guide, CPR guide. You get a lot of reference material in there, right? Very good. Coband, very important. Red, and you guys could reorganize this how you want. Now I know there's some stuff missing out of this, but this is like massive bleeding, right? So a bunch of gauze, compressed gauze, flat gauzes. That's why it's red. You can throw hemostatics in there. Very helpful. Very helpful little piece of kit there. Sharp shuttle, right? Green, be like your respiratory support. So you got some chest seals. You got a suction device, nasopharyngeal airway, all in there. And this is all in the Field Medic. I mean, this is a badass kit. This is what I would spend my HSA money on, to be honest, guys. Then you got your SAM splint at the bottom. You got some ice packs, very cool. You got all of your burn dressings right here of assorted sizes, your 4x16s, your 4x4s, your burn tech, your water gel. And then up here we have like our packs. This is your OTC wipes, gauze pack, and trauma pack. So your gauze pack is assorted gauzes for different injuries, right? Very good stuff. And then your trauma pack is everything that's going to support in a trauma-related injury. So this is your survival blankets, additional gauzes, triangle bandage, rolled gauze, flat gauzes. That's all going to support you in a trauma-related injury, right? And we want to have that stuff nearby, easily accessible, which is one of the reasons I like this bag. And what the cool thing about the Field Medic is unlike some of the stuff we do where it's a popped can of biscuits, we fit everything and then some into it. We left some space in this bag for customizing for a little bit of personalizing based off of what your use case is. It's a really good bag, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's a pretty sweet little kit. So that's a look at the Field Medic. Whoever bought that, they definitely lucked out. Because that's a freaking gangster kit, all right? Sits up for you. Bob is a bearded Minotaur. I don't know what that means. I'm not a Minotaur. I'm a dude. You also have an M1919A4. Tommy Salter, you know we got the M1919A4 guard in the front door, bro. Come on, son. Always. You got to have it. Ready to go. Ready to go. My question is less about medical equipment and more curious about how I become as funny and as good looking as Bob on camera. Beware the flattering tongue, guys. No, I love you, bro. I love you. I don't know. I don't know what you do. It's like what Ricky Bobby says. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I just piss excellence. Okay. Popping in to say hi. Hey, Ruben. Let's see what else we got here in terms of comments. Order just placed. Guys, the reason everybody's placing orders right now, I'll clarify here. Ignore the Adderall prescription. Nope, clean and sober, my guy. This is all coffee and autism. You're welcome. So, the reason people are placing orders right now is because every $50 spent gets you entered in to win the trail set, a child birthing manual, KIO3, or a $1,500 training experience, the essential responder. So we wanted to end out the year big, last live stream, right, and really close it out strong. So giving you guys the opportunity to come out to an essential responder inside of next year. So we have an essential responder in April. I would love to have one of you guys out. So if you spend every $50 you spend, if you buy a field medic, right, you're gonna get an entry for every $50. Okay, actually, how will this field medic bag how will it do to constant negative temps? I'm thinking my locked truck bed over the seasons. Anything in it you're concerned? No, I'm really not, because it doesn't have fluids in it. So that would be my main concern. Maybe some of the like the iodine and the eye wash I might take out. That'd be my only thing. I might alter that. But you could even go to like, you could swap out iodine wipes and stuff inside that pouch really easily. You know, I mean, you're not going to be able to swap out the eye wash to eye wash wipes. That's not going to work. But there are some little tweaks you could do. But I know TJ, he kept a mini stomp, which is what this is based off of now. This is an updated mini stomp on the back of his truck for like 2 years. Some of the stuff was ruined. I'm just going to be honest. That's okay. Can't leave it just in all of the elements, the rain, the sleet, the snow. But if you have it in a covered truck bed, you should be good to go. Hey, Bob, thank you so much for all your help with my son at the bleeding prevention class. He was practicing the tourniquet while watching TV after we got home. Erica, that is freaking awesome. That makes my heart so happy. That is what it's about. Let's go. Hooter, when's the last time you practiced TQs while watching TV? That's what I thought. He doesn't do it. Tourniquet, right arm. Tourniquet, right arm. Get out of here. That's what you get. That's what you get. See, he's back there. He's doing it. Watch the clock.
Okay, I should have done it while watching TV.
Yeah, if you would have done it while watching TV, this wouldn't be a problem. Are we set?
Time.
Okay, 22 seconds. How cold does it get where you guys are at? We probably get around 10 degrees once a year. It's not very cold here, like comparatively to where Ed is up north in Canada, to where I used to live in Chicago. I mean, it's like negative 20 degrees there right now. If you happen to drive a vehicle with seat warmers, you can place the bag on one of those seats in the winter. If you're technical, you can run a little 12-volt ice melt line into your vehicle medical bag. That's super smart. Francesco said, what fantastic webinar yesterday. Yeah, we had an awesome webinar yesterday, guys. We have another one coming up in January. If you want online training capability, that's a great place to do it. Really, really cool stuff. It's a good time. It is just a good time. All right, you can take it off, Hoot. Boop, 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 boop. All right, remember to check your gear monthly, especially your TQs if you practice with them. Yeah, absolutely. Can I purchase KI pills with HSA, FSA funds? We haven't gotten any kicked back yet. Now, every organization's a little bit different, but it is a supplement, and it is we try to cover it all the same, right? So you can try. You can definitely try. I would try. If it was me, I would send it. All right. What do we got? I recently got shears to add to my ankle kit. Where do y'all put shears in the kit? I stuck it in the outside, but it prints. So we're going to launch this product soon. I run what's called rip shears. They're a little bit smaller. They're 5-inch shears behind my tourniquet, closer to my leg, right? So that way it doesn't print as much. I would do the same thing with the 7 1/4 inch. Just on the back side of the tourniquet, closer to the leg. That helps reduce the print. If you put it on the outside, it's 100% gonna print. I also run my tourniquet where like in line with my calf, so that way it doesn't print as bad. People don't usually look there either. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for offering Refuge products to us up here. Have bought stuff through you guys. Really appreciate it. Shipping would be cost prohibitive otherwise. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get another buddy to sell up in Canada too. Ed, you met them. That was Christopher. He's a good dude. Just trying to get more gear into Canada because you guys, man, you guys are under attack. You guys are under siege. Hopefully America comes and liberates you. If size is not a top priority, aka truck bed, despite it being more portable, would you go the Field Medic or the 4-bucket deal? I personally, like if I'm looking for reactive medicine capability, like responding to something, I'm gonna go with the Field Medic. If I'm looking for preps, I'm going for the buckets every day. So if like you got that capability already to respond to an emergency incident, right? And I know you're pretty dang squared away, Trev. Like I'd probably go with the bucket deal, just given the fact that that's really good prepped capability. So you have your wound care bucket, you have your surgical bucket, and I don't know if you're talking about the baby bucket or the burn bucket, but that's a lot of preparedness right there in terms of medical gear. How does that feel trekking through the woods? Do the shears push into your leg? Nope. They're I forget that it's there all the time. I seriously forget that it's there all the time. Hopefully I don't forget that it's there if I need it. It's very, very comfortable. And you guys can order just shears, right? I think shears are like $10 or something like that. But these are the nice shears. Notice that it's not flimsy. It has a really tight indent right here, as well as you get your oxygen key. You have your curved tip, so that way you don't slice anybody. And these are all actual cutting ability of a copper penny. You also have your line crimp right there. You can tell that's the crimp and oxygen line, or an IV. Not to cut it, but to crimp it, to shut it for a second. Train with your stuff, and it becomes part of your daily experience. Have shears on an ankle kit, can't even feel it, love it. There you go. So there's a second witness that doesn't work for Refuge. And I'll be honest, guys, I'm in the business of telling you the truth. Hopefully you know that by now. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you what actually works. If you're like, oh man, I really want to put a BVM in an OpFac, I'm not going to tell you that that's going to work because it's not going to work, right? I'll tell you to put a BVM in a Field Medic. That'll work. But I'm in the business of steering you guys in the right direction. I don't want you to have anything you don't need. I don't want you to have anything that's not going to work for your use case or be uncomfortable, because then you're going to have a negative experience. You're going to associate it with me. You're going to say, Bob's a freaking liar. I try not to be a freaking liar. I try to tell you the truth, which is very important to me, right? The Canadian Multicam Black Ninjas, yes, I have spoken with them since. Hope it works out. Yeah, I hope it works out too, man. I love those dudes. They're freaking nerds. They're at like one of the 3 gun ranges in Canada. So if we can help them get more gear and you know, help preparedness-minded, liberty-minded individuals who are in Canada, that's who I want to help. Who are those dudes? I'm not going to talk about them right now, but they're gangsters. They're absolute gangsters. They came out for all of essential responder and night responders. So they did the full 20-hour course and then a 12-hour overnight scenario. And you do that for night responder because it only happens once a year. It's probably going to happen in September this year. For the night responder, it's a 12-hour overnight scenario after 10 hours of physical training. So you only get about an hour of downtime, hour and a half of downtime. Most people use it to like check their gear, make sure they're set. And then it goes right into it. And the reason we do that is not to be mean, but it's to show you what your body's gonna do after sleep deprivation. It's to show you what your body's gonna do with lack of like, you know, nutrients, water, all that stuff. Like, oh man, I've been up for, you know, 21 hours. I haven't eaten good. I haven't drank a lot of water. I haven't gotten good rest. This sucks. How are we thinking? Are we making smart choices? Are we retaining our information? Like all that stuff. And so that way we can fail forward through that scenario. September, that's my birthday month. I might have to be there saving pennies now. Yeah, it's an expensive experience. I'm not going to lie to you. It's about $2,000. But it's 3 days worth of training with cadre, from special operations to paramedics to SWAT cops to, you have tons of role players that come in for that. It's a really challenging experience, and you're having to render aid under actual contact. It's pretty stressful. Hooter was involved in it this last year. It's crazy.
Great time.
It's a great time. As well as we usually have a Nightfall Optics come out, and they'll demo devices, so you can rent a device for I think $100 or $200, and you can run night vision for the full night responder. So you can have nods, and it's a great try before you buy experience. If you're like, man, I'm looking to invest, a couple $1,000 into night vision, I want to see what it's like under stress. I want to see how it works, in all those circumstances. It's a really cool time. Well, now I know when to reserve the rental car for. Between the online class and the in-person Mommy and Me class, I'm very excited to come. Yeah, and if you guys don't want to go straight to the night responder, we have an essential responder in April. We have another refuge responder in January coming up. I can check my schedule right now. Guys, training is popping off. You got to train. You have to train. Is there an OPT4 sign-up list? You can be OPT4 if you are qualified, have previously been OPT4 either in a military or a law enforcement capacity, or you've previously taken the course. I can't just have, Jake showing up to be OPT4. I can't do that because I don't know what Jake's capability is and his understanding is, right? Because OPT4, and Hooter, you can speak to this. How long? It was months beforehand that we were meeting. Yeah. For oppositional forces. There's a lot of mission planning that goes into it. There's a lot of logistics that goes into it. We had dudes travel we had literally international dudes traveling in for oppositional forces. So very, very dope. It's fun. Red, maybe I can. I think you were there, right? I think you were there. So you might be able to. Enough sleep deprivation will make you crazy for sure. Yeah, sleep is a combat multiplier. Z50 Navy shit count. Yeah, you can email me, bob@refugemedical.com. bob@refugemedical.com. Email me. Let me know what you got. And usually, you just send me a DD214 and I can sell. I'll be like, okay, yeah, we're good to go. I'll email you, Bob. Rock and roll. And you should be local by then, I think, right? Inspector 8? $50 right now, guys. You get entered in to win an essential responder, the trail set, emergency childbirth manual, KIO3, all that stuff. Every $50 you can win. Do you have to SWAT SRT Leo for OPT4 or just Leo? Elijah, email me. We'll talk about what you've done in your academy and what you've done in training thus far. And if it works, it works, dude. Elijah, I would actually say that you probably should go through that class. I think you would benefit a lot from it. Like, seriously, as a law enforcement officer, I think you'd benefit a lot from it. Really, really do. So our next refuge responder is December 26th, 27th. So we got next month, December 26th, 27th. That's the refuge responder. That's a full 10-hour day with scenarios, with role players, with cadre. And then you have March 10th after that. And then we have the essential responder, which is going to be in April. We also have bleeding prevention courses coming up. This is in-person BPC. It's a 4-hour course, very, very easy. That's February 16th. It's 2 to 5. It's usually like 2 to 6, but we say it's 2 to 5. That's massive bleeding, right? It's an enhanced Stop the Bleed seminar. It's very, very good. Reps and sets, very good stuff. I have confidence in Jake. I think he can do it. Yeah, see, I've had people tell me that, and then Jake doesn't know anything, and that's no offense to Jake, but... Any plans on doing training in other states? Yep, 100%. 100%, there's some plans for training in other states. Right now, we're talking about Indiana. That's in May or June. Hold on. May. So we've got some plans to be in Indiana, up by the Chicagoland area in May. Should be very cool. We're talking about some stuff in Texas. I've got some other states in my sights right now. But we're going to try to keep it as close in the Midwest is really my main focus. So like you East Coast and West Coast boys and girls,
Texas, like in July?
Texas July-ish is going to be what that is. So in the summer, late spring, early summer, planning on some travel. We'll probably travel again in the fall. But you know, we really are trying to build the training capability here in Oklahoma, in the Spiral location. That's very, very important to us. They want Utah. Probably not unless we go to Buddy's house that's up in the Pacific Northwest. And it won't be Utah. Essential responder in Utah. Probably not, Rick. That is literally 30 hours of driving for us, and it's very hard to fly with all of our stuff. Did I miss the giveaway? No, you did not miss the giveaway. Every $50 spent enters you in to win the essential responder slot. So that's a $1,500 training, or you can win the trail set. So that's a really good med gear capability. You carry this in your diaper bag, in your hiking bag, whatever it is. The essential emergency birth book, or the KIO3, potassium iodide. If I went to responder training and after that, can I work at RM? I mean, if we hire you, but so far only one person has pulled that. 2 people have pulled that off. Hooters pulled that off. And then Philip has pulled that off. Philip's in shipping. So Philip did come. Was he an essential responder or a refuge responder? I think he's a refuge responder. Philip! Oh, I thought he was in the back. I think Philip went to a refuge responder, and it was still a few months later that he got hired. Miles got hired on at the sew shop, but I think that's just because he hung out long enough. I think he just kept working here for free, and then we were like, probably should put you on the books. It's getting weird. It's turning into slavery. So, yeah. Hopefully that helps. Okay, let's talk Panama. We're bringing it back, baby. We're going to take Canada. We're going to take Panama Canal. We're going to do it by force. It's going to happen. Bob, I'd probably go to the Utah or Montana to help if you put on a training there. That's good context. Maybe I will. I don't know. If I travel to Utah, if I travel any more this year, I think my wife might kill me. So I can't do that. I have 3 young children. I love. Some guys like don't like their family. I really like my family. Like I'm very, very passionate about my house and my family. What was that? Yeah, just go to, I'm on my way. Just leaves, goes to Utah. Britt still doesn't have an assistant. Bummer. Britt has multiple interviews this week for her assistant. So we'll see. Do they speak Spanish there? SOE inspector, do you speak Spanish? Are you fluent or do you speak Spanglish? Utah's cool, but don't come for me. If I get extra money, I'm going to ATS. ATS is awesome. Hello from Scotland, bro. What's up, Scotland? Scotland in the house. Heck yeah. I love Scotland. That's where I want to go. We're going to do an essential responder in Scotland. Let's go. Me and Fo are up. We're going to Scotland.
Heck yeah, Utah's cool.
Heck yeah, Utah pass. Scotland? That's close enough. Orders in. Slishies and a Bear Min refill. Heck yeah. Okay, guys, let's get back into the news, all right? I don't want to get distracted here. All these awesome comments. Alden is like, I will fly to Scotland for an ER.
What training did you go do?
Did you do the refuge responder the one day?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Philip did the one day, and then he got a job. But it took a minute. It wasn't like, oh, you're hired. Start tomorrow. Okay, so we got the Panama Canal. We have lost control of the Panama Canal, and we are now facing adversaries inside of the Panama Canal, and this is huge, right? Because this is one of our main trade routes. Trump is already talking about seizing control of the Panama Canal once again, not allowing taxations and tariffs to take us over in our main trade route. This is huge news, but it also leads to conflict because I don't know if you know about these things called cartels, but they're using the Panama Canal. Once again, this is some rhetoric that's kind of bolstering against the cartel power that exists in the world right now out of South America. Whether Trump actually is, all about that action, a lot of guys that are coming out of different units in SF, whether it be like SEALs or Berets or whatever, they're bolstering. They're like, yeah, let the war dogs against them. I'll tell you right now, I don't think that that's going to work the same way that a lot of people think. This is a pretty unconventional guerrilla force with superior funding capabilities and intelligence. So you got to understand, the cartel is working with information. The competing cartels will work with information from intelligence agencies. So it's one thing to send an ODA down there, but if they know the ODA is coming, it doesn't matter. They still have technicals. They still have, basic infantry, right? They have major SIGINT capability and EW capability, so signals intelligence and then also electronic warfare capability. They have whole comms packages. They have Motorola networks. They have satellite capability. They have the money, right? So they've done this stuff, right? And so with that, even though we put a military force against them, it's almost a near peer force then at that point. And so I don't think that we necessarily should bolster against these forces without really being able to commit, American armed forces to that conflict. And remember, the American armed forces are also married to Ukraine, and we're now married to the Middle East. All right. So we're sending guys and gals over there. We know that we're sending guys and gals. We're also sending a ton of money. Now, Trump has said, hey, we're going to shut down what's going on in Russia. Trump totally wants to glass Iran. It seems that way, right? So even still, if we have that conflict in the Middle East, even if we cut off support with what's going on in Europe right now, we might not have the capability, the support, because you got to have the support at home to launch against the cartels. I think more people would be in support of war against the cartels than they would against, Ukraine and the Middle East, because the cartels have been at our border. They've been bringing fentanyl in. They've been trafficking people. It's a bad news bear situation, but we all got to be aware of that. What you got?
I have 43 entries so far.
43 entries, and I'm running out of time. All right, so we're going to do 5 more minutes, and then we got to draw. 5 more minutes, and then we got to draw. I lived at Fort Clayton near the Panama Canal. We need to get control again. Absolutely. Fent comes from China, though. Yeah, it does, but it also, how is it getting here?
Somebody did buy Field Medic, so they got 18 entries.
Yeah, that's pretty gangster. That Field Medic got 18 entries right there. So we got a lot of different entries here. You got 5 more minutes, $50 or more, get you entered in. Right at 2:15, we're drawing. Keyword for drawing. There's no keyword. If you place an order for $50 or more right now, you're in the drawing. Wow, you can win a trail set, just like so. This is your capability. You're out hiking the trail. You got some Band-Aids, some boo-boos, some gauze, adventure wipes. It's got anti-poison ivy, poison oak, all that stuff, bug bites, everything, all covered. Hydrocortisone, all in this little kit. It's awesome. Then you got KIO3 for when Russia nukes us. Boom. Got it. Now my thyroid is safe from radioactive exposure. My body's melted, but my thyroid's safe. Take that, Russia. Then you got the childbirth manual, the emergency childbirth manual. Really, really good information on this. Zane Stearns, multicam plate carrier shipping soon. They're shipping now. They were shipping last week, so you should be getting yours any day now. Look for it. It's coming soon to an order near you, to a place near you. Order placed. Thanks for the free shipping and gift card. Can't wait to win this time. Heck yeah, bro. Zane Stern says, hey, we're getting a multicam plate carrier. They're really good. We got a video on how to set up the plate carrier dropping soon with some different capabilities. Just one way to look at setting it up. There's a bunch of different ways to skin that cat. Don't skin cats unless you're Haitian.
We also dropped the plate carrier med kit.
We also dropped the plate carrier med kit. If you guys know about the plate carrier med kit, you already know what's up. If you don't, go watch that video, check out that kit. It's pretty dang gangster. It goes in your cummerbund right here, and you have everything you need right there. Boom, in the plate carrier. Will the childbirth book be in the shop soon? It is in the shop, Rick. Pay attention, you crazy kid. Nathaniel Bowman said M81, and Bob said no. Nope. Nope. That was Foe's fault. That was Foe's fault. Foe sold an M81 plate carrier to a guy who really deserved it to make his day and to love on him. But no, we're not launching M81 plate carriers right now. It's not happening.
We're not launching any more play.
We're not launching any more plate carriers right now until we catch up in the sew shop. Hey, get out of here. It did have a med kit in it? You might want to go tell shipping that because I just set it back there and did not put a med kit in there. Yikes.
Why would you not get a med kit and get a plate carrier?
Why wouldn't you get a med kit if you have a plate carrier? Don't skin a cat unless you're Haitian. That's my word of the day.
That's more than one word. It's words.
That's my words of the day.
But if you're a Haitian, you really don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm dropping the link to the book in the chat, Rick.
Yeah, T-Rex Arms just dropped new plate carriers too, and I think they have them in M81. We got different systems, but theirs is a good plate carrier too. I like their plate carrier a lot. T-Rex Arms makes good stuff. We are making our stuff in-house. I think they're using a couple subcontractors, but I mean, hey, it's still U.S. made. And they design really good stuff. Their trap rig or taps rig, whichever one it is, I can't remember, is really nice. And they have now like their like super low vis and then their super scalable one. Ours is kind of a more simplified system.
You mentioned it this morning.
Yeah, on the brief. Damn you. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Link to the childbirth manual is broken. I cannot control that. I'm seeing these orders come in. I'm seeing these orders come in. Nice. Justin got his order in.
Are you pulling names? You got your computer up, or am I pulling names?
I was going to have you pull names.
Okay.
If you could.
I can.
Make a jingle about the orders. Dude, we've been trying to make a jingle now for a minute, Nathaniel. We just can't figure it out. Call 1-800-REFUGE, because bleeding out is super gay. That's what I got. But that's copyrighted. That sound is copyrighted. How you can copyright a sound, I don't know. Ask Harley Davidson. They were the first ones to do it. Why are you super gay? Who says I'm super gay? You are gay. You are super gay.
Tell them to try the link to the book again. I fixed it.
Link is fixed. Link is fixed. Everybody know that the link is now fixed. We're seizing the Panama Canal by force. After we're done seizing Canada, after we're done winning the war in the Middle East, after we're done winning the war in Ukraine, and after we're done running out of money.
Because the link is fixed.
Oh,
It's nice for a giveaway, but not at the end of this month. Yeah. A bear can kill you, so can driving a care and F a tourniquet. Don't forget Greenland. Yes, we need to take Greenland back. After we finish securing Alaska. Because there's definitely not CCP and Russian troops in Alaska on the border. It's not happening. Don't worry about it. Stop asking questions. Eat your McDonald's and watch Fox News. You're fine. Viva ask the questions here. Knock, knock. KGB. KGB who? Viva ask the questions.
Autism is strong today.
That's right. Autism is strong today. Must have eaten Red 40 or something. Unknowingly. All right. Game time. Game time, fame time. We're doing the drawing. There's no wheel today. Imagine this is a wheel. Brrr. What's our first name, Britt?
Jeremy Potter.
Jeremy Potter. You win the trail set. Jeremy Potter, the winner of the trail set. Boom. Jeremy Potier. Hold on. Let me get my high tech.
I got it. I'm already adding it to his order.
Hunter,
Oh, she's already got it. She's on it. Hunter, this is your time to.
This is your time to shine.
This is your moment. Yeah, he wrote it down.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate appreciate you.
Hunter's got a job of babysitting me during the live stream when I just give people stuff. He's got to write it down, otherwise we forget. Okay, next one. Here we go. Andrew Cup. You won an emergency childbirth manual. This is how you have a baby in an emergency. Read this, and you're basically a doctor. That's not true. I have to legally tell you that's not true. That's not true. But it will give you great information, and you'll learn more about emergency childbirth, which is awesome. So, congratulations, my friend. Next. Charles Henderson, you win some of the world's best KiO3, potassium iodide. Take this when a nuclear bomb goes off around you, and you'll be totally fine. Nothing else will be wrong. No, you can take this, and it'll protect your thyroid from radioactive exposure. All right, last but not least, this is for all of the marbles. Every other marble, this is what it's for. We're talking a $1,500 training experience, the essential responder in April. Francesco Magazzano? We were going to go to New York and train him.
Well,
Francesco, you won the essential responder. You did it. Come on down. Heck yeah, you come here now. What are the freaking chances of that? That is awesome, dude. Congratulations. I'll be so excited to train with you. Heck yeah, Francesco. Congratulations, man. $1,500 worth of training. That's a pretty big deal right there. That is nothing to balk at. Although anyone that purchased something is a winner of the best medical stuff there is. Great point, Justin Winch. Somebody said, sounds like a Fed. Yeah. Francesco Margiano, fake name. Michael DiGiorno, fake name. Great job, guys. Congratulations to all of our winners. I hope you have a fantabulous week, fantabulous day off, celebrating what you celebrate. Remember, guys, get your gear. It's coming. It's at the door. She's rearing her ugly head. It really, really is happening. So pay attention. Be alert right now. If you're going to celebrations and all that stuff, keep your head on a swivel, all right? Really, really need to pay attention. With that, we love you. I hope you have an amazing day. Bless you in the name of Yeshua Messiah, Jesus the Christ, the one who is and was and will always be. Shalom.